What's up, everybody? I'm going to show you guys a very quick and effective exercise that's going to increase your foot stability, increase the strength of the arch in your foot, increase your ankle stability, and increase your glute stability. So if you're somebody who struggles with balance or stability in general, if you have like a glute imbalance or a hip imbalance, all of this stuff, proprioception training can be very important and beneficial to implement in your training program. So the first thing that I'm going to show you is going to be on the floor on a stable surface, and then we're going to progress to an unstable surface. Now, the first and foremost, anytime you're training the foot or trying to strengthen the arch in your foot or increase ankle stability or anything like that, I'm a big fan of doing it with your shoes off, because it trains your foot to be in contact with the ground, and that's what you need. Whenever we're in a shoe all day, our feet end up like this because most of our shoes end up pointed. Most shoes nowadays are pointed. They have some really good shoes that are wide that you can purchase. But when it comes to training, I try to train barefoot as much as I can, or with socks on, just without shoes. Now, the first and foremost about this exercise, the most important thing, which a lot of people don't know or a lot of people just don't do, is whenever you're training the foot or whenever you're working out barefoot, I always like to open up my toes as much as I can and grip the ground as hard as I can. That's going to help with your arch. So if you have a flat foot, doing that in your exercises, whether it's single stance or if you're just doing a squat, opening your toes and gripping the ground is going to be very important and very beneficial to you. So all you need is a kettlebell or a dumbbell. I'm going to show you the stable surface first. You guys might not be able to see my top half, but I just want you to focus on my foot. So first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to open up my toes and I'm going to grip the ground. So my toes are like this right now. I'm gripping the ground as hard as I can. I'm going to come over in a hinge position. Let me raise this up so you guys can see. I'm gonna come over in a hinge position. I'm still gripping the ground. The kettlebell is gonna be in my opposite hand. This hand is gonna be out and about right here. We're gonna kick this back leg up. We're gonna stay low. If this is too hard for you, you can come up a little bit. I tend to come up while I'm doing it. I just wanna show you guys how it looks. So I'm gonna stay right here. As you see, my foot's moving, my arch is working, I'm gripping the ground. I feel it in my hamstrings, my calves, my glutes, and I'm gonna row. I'm going to come down slowly and I'm going to row. So not only am I training balance and stability, but I'm also doing some hypertrophy for my back. Now, if you're somebody who struggles with balance and you can't even balance on one leg, obviously don't do this until you feel comfortable. This is just an example of how to incorporate it to your training without just doing boring workouts and just being on one leg. Now I'm going to show you what it looks like on the blue pad. I'm going to lift this up a little bit just so you guys can see. Probably scoot in just a tad bit. I already feel the arch in my foot being worked, so that's a good thing. That's the main purpose of an exercise or anytime you're training without shoes, is to get that arch muscle working. That's going to prevent you from having ankle sprains, knee sprains. It's going to prevent you from your foot caving in as you're doing your exercises or whatever it is that you do. So I'm doing the same exact thing. I'm just on an unstable surface now. So for athletes training on an unstable surface, like these blue pads or Bosu balls or anything like that that isn't flat surface ground, is going to be very effective for you. It's going to help prevent all of those injuries that we get as athletes. Same thing, I'm gripping it. It's gonna be a lot harder, I'm gonna be a lot more shaky. And I'm showing you on this leg because I have a little bit of instability in my right one. But this is something that I do, at least I try to incorporate something like this 3 times a week. So my foot's open, I feel my arch working. Same exact thing, I'm gonna lift this back foot, find my balance first. As you see, I'm a lot more shaky because I'm on an unstable surface. And my foot caves in a little bit, and I'm just gonna row. The main place that I feel that at is right here in the arch of my foot. So very good exercise for ankle stability and foot strength.